everybody.
Hello, welcome to Delight in Fright. I'm Kat and the lovely Luna at my side, and today we are covering the Sect, also known
Ooh,
as the Devil's Daughter. And this is a
ooh.
1991. Let's get into it. It is directed by, excuse me if I'm pronouncing this terribly, Michelle Soavi, and Dario Argento presents it. Um, Very interesting piece of work. Definitely about the occult and cultish fun and insanity.
Yes. A lot
What
of
did you
a
think,
lot of
Luna?
uh a lot of weird shit going on.
Mm,
There's a I don't know the cellar with the water, fucking blue
yes,
maggots, blue
there's
worms.
craziness. There's the
I the
cover that I
well.
have. The well,
People
the
coming out of the
vultures,
well, like a possessed bunny.
the
uh,
bag.
Yeah, the skin being ripped off of you with hooks, like, it kind of I kinda didn't expect it to go off the chain like this, literally, but it did. It was kind of bizarre,
So
so
we start out in 1970 South Carolina, and we're hearing In the Desert on a Horse with No Name, which is a great song.
yes.
Um, we have Jimmy, white feathers, a red colored lake, and a river of water. And then Damon kills them all in the name of Satan.
Ooh.
What did you think about that portion?
So I thought it was ironic how this Jesus-like dude came out of nowhere, walking through water. I'm like, "Oh, the Jesus savior. This is awesome." And then I'm like, I didn't trust him though. I was like, he looks too messiah-y, but not messiah in a good way. Kind of like it kind of reminded me of Charles Manson in a way,
Yes.
because the hippie era and then the whole family dynamic, and they're out in the freaking boonies, out in the desert. I'm like, yeah, that's Charles Manson. So I already didn't have a good feeling about him. So yeah, that kind of I don't know, that kind of amplified with the whole Jesus aesthetics, and I'm like, okay, he's this dude's up to no good, clearly.
He's definitely the anti-Jesus, right?
So,
The opposite.
what kinda did it for me is the snake. You see the serpent go that's very, that's a metaphor for Satan, for evil, right? You see the
Yeah, the Garden
snake.
of Eden.
Yep, you see the snake going up, and then here comes this Jesus-like dude and then kills everybody. So I think the snake cutting out of the Shah is a representational of evil coming.
Evil has arrived.
Evil has arrived.
And then
Yes.
we have blood and milk. Did that did that form something to you when the blood was in the milk? Did it look like something to you? Or am I just stupid? To me, it looked like a
Uh,
uterus.
I wasn't looking at it that like that. I was just like, "Cool, there's blood and then there's milk." Like, "Alright, I guess we're off to a weird start." But I wasn't
Yeah, to
like,
me, it kind of did the swirls, like, it came in and then went out. And to me, it looked like a
"Oh,
uterus.
it could have been,
Fallopian
a
tubes,
ram's
so.
horn a ram's horn, to
Oh,
represent the
true,
devil." 'Cause,
true.
fallopian tubes look like a devil, and
I do.
women were the devil, apparently, so just kidding.
Yeah, we're the devil.
We're evil.
Oh, well. But we know we made you,
Yeah,
but we're
totally.
evil. Yeah.
Totally evil. Don't
Look
believe
at
the hype. Look at me. So, yeah, so I did not see that, cat. I just kind of was like, "Oh, cool, blood and milk, that's cool, I guess."
And then we go to 1991, Frankfurt, Germany. We see Mary with swords in her heart. That's definitely some symbolism going on there. A lot of symbolism.
A lot of symbolism in this, yes.
So, and then he cuts out her heart and wraps her gold cross around her heart. And this guy gets gunned down by the cops, right? Running off the train, and then they pull out of his pocket his heart.
That was a really weird part to me because I'm like, where did this guy even? He's like running around like Indiana Jones with the beating heart, you know, in his hand. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's just in the train. Nobody sees he has a like throbbing heart in his hand. Almost, he's just like kind of like holding it here. I've been like, dude, that's an organ. What are you doing? Like nobody saw in that crowded ass subway. Nobody saw this dude had a fucking organ and a real human organ in his hand. Like, except for one dude that was trying to pickpocket him. Imagine trying to pickpocket somebody and you reach in and you find a fucking human organ. Like,
Like, this is a first.
my pickpocket days are over. Like, no way am I gonna pickpocket again if I find fucking organs in your trousers. Like, that's weird.
But think about it, how things like that can happen in plain sight when there's more people sometimes, especially when you're crowded on a train. People try not to, like, make eye contact, or they're just trying to kind of keep to themselves. They don't want to be bothered by some crazy person on the train. So they're just like, okay, I'm just reading my book. I'm reading my
Tunnel.
paper. Just
Yeah,
leave me.
tunnel vision.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's definitely things that can happen right out in plain sight. And then Mary Crane, age 24, and she has a insect up her nose. What did you think about that?
Yeah. My piercing started hurting. I was like,
Is
oh.
that why? Is there a bug in my nose? No.
No, it's not a bug. It's just my piercing. But now my piercing is tickling me, and now I feel like there's a bug in there. Ugh.
Yeah.
True facts.
I don't dig the bugs.
I don't think the bugs either. There's a lot in this movie.
I saw a lot of symbolism of fertility and evil. Definitely those two. And then we have the bug's been extinct 10,000 years, and it lays eggs in the woman's brain. Ew.
Oh yeah. That's my worst. You know, like in Florida, we sometimes get the flesh-eating amoeba that like
Mm.
crawl from your nose and then they go to your brain and start eating it. Like that shit freaks me the fuck out. Anything that goes in your brain and starts eating it, that is like no go. So that part was a little iffy to me because I'm like, ugh, gross.
You know what we forgot? To show the trailer for this
Oh yeah.
crazy fucking thing.
Oh yeah, we did. We just went right in it, man,
Yeah, we
because it
were
was
just
just
like,
so
this is crazy. Help us. Help us
without
understand.
help us understand. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on, but here is the trailer because this one was fucked.
Watch. Watch. This is for you. What's happening to me? You have been chosen. I have come to give you that greater light. Why did you disobey, Mary?
Ooh. It's just a little tiny, just a little tiny sampler size, it looks like.
Has come when the son of the rebel become flesh and blood and will abandon God.
Ooh. Don't mind the ad to the next video. I'm logged in. So YouTube's like, ooh, would you like to watch this video next? No. No.
Why not?
And that's how it gets you. The YouTube algorithm. It just keeps playing the next one and the next one and the next one. And you can leave it on for 20 hours and you come back and you're like, how did I end up over there?
What happened?
What
I
happened?
could never find the video again. It's gone forever.
True.
So we have a kid makes a bird masks. That was weird. The kid with the freaking bird mask.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of feathers, pollen, flowers, white theme going on. And then
Oh no. Wait,
yeah.
before we move
Uh-huh.
on, Chris writes in he had an organ on the train because he was trying to become a conductor. Oh no.
Whack up that.
Oh no. Yeah, he had an organ in the train. Oh no. That joke is actually really bad. Thanks, Chris. Your jokes are always
Yes.
peak tier, so thank you for that.
They go right with our horror save.
Yes. They're horrifically good.
So we find out her house leads to the sewer, to the lake, where she sees a cult rip off a pretty lady's face to put on an old man and bring him back to life. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
all in one scene. Yeah.
all the hooks in the face, that kind of freaked me out.
Yeah. Very, very Hellraiser-ish.
Oh
Very...
yeah. So flower, pollen, and white, all fertility symbols. Yeah, they really wanted to show it in this movie, apparently. Torture and fertility, I guess.
Yeah,
And cults.
I mean, when you have the devil's daughter, I mean.
Yeah.
And then, so she, on a side note, right? Her property value has definitely gone up with all that additional square footage in her house, right?
Yeah. I don't know but it might go down because of the cost for the extermination that will be needed. Lots of exterminators.
What would you do if you had a house and you find all this well and craziness
People
in your
coming out of
house?
it, and I'd assess my financial situation and figure out if my mortgage broker can help me sell it, like if it's feasible. I'm not sticking around. Like, it's clearly dangerous, and she lives alone. She doesn't, because she gets that one phone call and then she's like, oh, you have company, remember that? And then she's like, no, it's not like that. So she clearly doesn't have anybody that she lives with. So especially as a like her as a single person, it's like you got to be careful, who you let in your house and who is in your house that you don't know about, just crawling out of the fucking well and shit. Like the Asian woman she found, and just a bunch of really randos. And I'd just be like, clearly, this house is like blacklisted somewhere where people are coming here because it's listed on some weird website, and I just need to sell it. That would be my thought.
So would you Airbnb it while you live with a friend?
I'm not.
I mean, hey, if it's all culty, make money off of it. Be like, ooh, culty Airbnb, yay! Want to summon the devil? Here's your place to stay.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a good opportunity, I guess, to make a little bit of money. And if you want it, if you want to experience it, go for it. You know? But I wouldn't put like a family with like a child and you know what I mean? I'd have disclaimers like
Exactly.
satanic property, rent at your own discretion. And you know, you do have those paranormal investigators that are like, I'm gonna investigate because it says satanic, and they're trying to prove themselves, you know, in the field. So you'd get those kind of nut jobs trying to rent it out, trying to investigate. So I think that'd be best for them to do it. Rent it out to them.
And then we find out that her whole life has been planned. Did you kind of suspect that?
No, because I didn't suspect shit. I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I'm lost. Who are these people? I just kind of was taking it like scene by scene because I was just like, I don't fucking know. You know? It was one of those, like, it kind of reminded me of Lost Highway when I saw that movie, that
Mm.
David Lynch film. It was
Mhm.
very much like that. I was lost in that Lost Highway. I was definitely lost in this too. I'm like, wait, they're in the house, but now they're not in the house, and now they're trying to find a doctor because this dude trying to kill himself, or wait, he didn't kill himself. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on. It was just very like that for me.
So, just some trivia as well. The cult's first murder is of a woman named Marion Crane, a reference to a character of the same name from Psycho that was played by Kelly Curtis's mom, Janet Leigh.
Ooh.
And then we also have a character named Romero, an obvious nod to horror master George A. Romero.
Mm-hmm.
So there were definitely a lot of fun tidbits and things like that for horror fans. So we find her whole life has been planned. They paid for her boarding school, college, got her teaching job. And then we see this, I call it the pecking. We see a bird pecks worms from her neck sack. What?
That was fucking weird. I was like, oh, why are there worms? And was that like a dream she had, or couldn't figure it out? I'm like, what the fuck going on?
I don't know. Maybe
Was
she
it
crossed over for a little bit and
was it a premonition, you think?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It was just in there like, here, have a random shot from the chick getting eaten by a bird with the neck and the worms, and I'm like, how did we end up here? Did I fall asleep for like the last 10 minutes? It was just so random. They just threw in a shot, and then I was like, oh fuck. I think I
Yeah.
drank too much. It's like, oh shit, I gotta cool it on the vodka. I don't know what's going on.
So the awesome version that I have here from Severin Films comes with a booklet that does help you out a little bit,
Oh, good.
because it does say that there's a German expressionist film classic, The Golem, how he came into the world from 1920. So the director was trying to remake this classic film about the occult, and what happened was he didn't have enough funding to do it properly the way he felt it needed to be done. So he kind of just took, bits and pieces and put together what he could. The rabbit, right? Her pet rabbit, right?
Oh my god, that pet rabbit. Yes,
Her
that's my
her
favorite
white
character.
rabbit. I love the bunnies. But
Yes.
but I couldn't help but thinking Monty Python with the white rabbit. I'm like,
Ah.
oh no.
So she was totally obsessed with the rabbits. Oh, and the rabbits are a symbol of fertility too. Because rabbits be fucking, and then Easter Bunny, they be fucking and all that. I don't know. So, did you notice on her mantelpiece is like rabbit, 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 rabbit. It was like that girl was obsessed with rabbits. She had like
Just a little
every
bit.
trinket and everything she had in her house was rabbit themed, like, you know, the precious moments type thingamabobs that all the old ladies collect. She had that, but they were all rabbits, like rabbits.
So here's the flesh. So I'm
Ooh.
thinking the bag on the face, I guess it symbolizes, like Jesus had his shroud,
Mm-hmm.
the cloth of Christ, that they wrapped him in when he was hung on the cross. I'm thinking that's maybe, the bag on the face is more of the satanic type thing, like basically like, like a Donnie Darko. I know you love that movie. Why are you wearing that man suit?
Yeah, why are you
Situation like
wearing that bunny suit? Why are you wearing that man suit?
exactly, like
Mm,
we're just in shells. We're
opposite,
just
yeah, opposites.
trapped.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I like that.
And then we have a hot doctor comes. The
Ooh.
the hot doc. First he tries to kill her, right? Hot doc gets possessed and tries to kill her. I'm like, damn it. He was hot. and then hot doc comes to his senses and sets up a car bomb, takes out two of the guys,
Oh
and she
god.
jumps into the fire with the baby. What did you think there? What were your thoughts?
I got I was fucking lost. I was like, why the fuck? Where to get the baby from? Why are they jumping in the car? Why is he getting like murderous? Was he possessed? Is everybody just gonna randomly get possessed and try to kill her? Like, and why her? Like, you know what I mean? Why was everybody so obsessed with? Even the bunny turned against her. I was like, what is happening? I'm like, oh my god, this girl has bad luck.
And then dad jumps with her and grabs her. And then firefighters hose her down. She's fine. I think her son saved her from the flames because he loved her and he was her son,
Mm.
the baby.
Hmm.
That was just my impression.
Yeah, I can see that. I didn't. You took more out of that scene than me. I'm just like, fire, baby, killing doctor. Okay, I don't know. I just kind of was taking it like scene by scene, but it was like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I think if I rewatch it, because
Mhm.
I only had access to the Italian version, not the actual English version. So trying to like make sense of everything that's happening on screen and then trying to also pay attention to the dialogue pieces, and you're like,
And take notes. But yeah.
I'm like, wait, hang on. Wait, the baby. Oh my
Pause,
god.
pause.
This 2-hour movie just turned into a 4 fucking hour movie because I'm trying to understand Italian. I'm trying to understand this weird shit that's going on in front of me, and I'm also trying to take notes. And I'm just like, yeah, I give it up. I'm just gonna watch it passively.
So are you glad you watched it though? Did you enjoy the insane ride?
I did. Once I stopped trying to take it in, I was just like, all right, just take me. Ugh. I just resigned
Just
my
soak it
fate.
in.
Yeah, I just resigned my fate in trying to be studious. I'm like, yep, this is not a movie that I need to be studious on. I just need to let the fucked up flow over me.
I love that.
Yeah, not trying to dissect anything. They're just murdering because they're murdering. They're ripping people's faces off to rip people's faces off. I gotta analyze anybody. Just get it. Go get it. Do you? That's pretty much how I felt.
Some interesting imagery though, right? Some very
Oh yeah,
beautiful
for sure.
shots,
Yeah.
some great special effects, of course,
Mm.
all practical.
Yes.
Um,
The oh god, that scene. The scene where she was
you making a
mm,
song out of it?
just
The
no, no, fuck no song. She was sleeping and there's a worm crawling in her ear. She couldn't. I was like, ugh, that made me crawl, dude. I cannot. No worms in your ear. No, I like had a ear itch so bad when I watched that. I was like, get it off me. I don't even like.
did you flip out at what was it, Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan,
Oh
where they put
god.
the thing in his ear?
Oh god. I was screaming con right with him. Like, do not. Brain and ear, no. Just don't put insects in the ear hole, please.
Maybe that's what the bird was doing. It helped her out. The worm went in the ear and then it got it out of her throat.
Yeah, it laid too many eggs apparently, and had a bunch of babies, and then
It
it had to
made some
check them
bird
out.
food. The bird had to eat. That was mama. Maybe that's what that represented.
Big mama coming over
She
here
was
eating.
mama, so let me get my food from mama's neck.
That was weird. The whole ear face getting ripped off. Body horror is always like a little weird for me. So when they ripped off her face, I had to look away. And then finally, when they got her face off, and it was just like a flab of skin, and they were like taking it for Grandpa, I was like, "Whoa!" But the ripping off scene, like I know that was all special, like not special effects, but it was actual like prosthetics and all that, and I'm like, that looks real. Like I can't even right now.
Mm-hmm.
That part freaked me out the most. Did that part freak you out the most?
Yeah, that was definitely.
I just
Ugh,
getting your face ripped off of you, like
ugh.
I
And then
can't.
just slowly, like with the hooks, pulling.
Pull like oh no.
I'm like, that doesn't seem the most effective way to take off a face, with hooks. Like it's gonna be it's messing with the integrity of the mask. I mean, it's not gonna last long. It's all gonna get torn.
Yes, you don't want to tear this precious face. Yeah, that was really weird. I must admit that was the hardest watch for me was the face part and the
Have you
ear
seen
hole.
any? Because you say you body horror gets to you. Have you seen Cronenberg? Have you seen any of his stuff, David Cronenberg?
Name a movie. I suck with director names.
Ah, fuck. I'm just drawing a blank too, but I love all
Yeah,
his stuff. Well, there's the one with the
any nerds? Any
twins.
nerds in the house? No, any
Okay.
Cronenberg films? Going once, going twice.
Movies.
No.
Well, he did The Fly,
Oh yeah.
Videodrome. His most recent is Crimes of the Future. But one of
Mm.
my favorites is where with the
Dead Ringer.
Dead Ringers. Existence is a really good one.
I haven't seen Dead
Naked
Ringer.
Lunch is another weird one. But Dead Ringers you can follow, you can understand, and Existence is you can. I'll help you out. Have you seen either of those?
No.
Really? There's a
Mhm.
series that they did with Dead Ringers, which is really good too. But it
Ooh.
takes it because Dead Ringers is a twin men.
Mm.
And the show makes it twin females. So it's
Mm.
definitely a lot more about women fertility and things like that. So
Interesting.
that's why
Yeah.
I liked.
I think The Fly is fun. It's like right between in like the sweet spot of like body horror without being like too
Mm-hmm.
graphic because
And then there's Jeff Goldblum. I mean, he's
yeah,
amazing.
which lightens up the
Daddy.
vibe, Daddy Goldblum. Oh god, we're gonna start this shit again. I'm just kidding. Daddy Goldblum is not coming for Christmas, okay? Sorry. Oh, Maybe I'll write him a letter. Oh man, that's too much fun.
I hope he has a package for me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
And
cool things down.
it's not a heart like this crazy ass movie.
Beating heart. Oh god, yeah.
But I love you.
No, do not rip people's hearts out. Please don't do that. It's
I
weird.
don't recommend it.
I don't either. It's weird.
So, anything else you want to talk about this insane movie? Or do we just want to move along? Move along. We survived.
We survived. I barely survived this movie. Like I said, it was very difficult for me. I do want to give it another chance, but I'd like to give it another chance as the English version. So I'm not like, you know what I mean?
I have it for you.
Cool.
Yay.
So I will borrow that. And then Chris said it's going to be a cheeseburger. What does that mean?
The heart?
The heart or the fly? Or
the fly. Yes. Okay, yes. And the fly. He's like, people make him do it all the time. Jeff Goldblum make him go cheeseburger because of the fly. The way, like he's saying something like he's gonna go eat, and then he's like a cheeseburger. And just the way he says it, it's just hilarious. It's just one of the things
it's
that
gonna be
people.
A cheeseburger.
One of the many things that people love about Mr. Goldblum.
Yes.
Also known as Daddy.
Okay.
Daddy Fly. Fly Daddy. Ooh. There we go. He's a fly daddy. Okay, I can't stop.
It's fine. It's fine. We all have our vices. Apparently yours is Jeff Goldblum and daddy puns. Mine's not in that field. Maybe. I don't know. Haven't given it a whirl. A whirl.
Ooh.
So out of 10, like 10 being the best horror movie you ever saw, and then 0 being like the worst, you never want to watch it again, you want to burn it in hell, like what would you rate this one?
I'll say 7.
7. Oh, okay.
7.
Good. Okay. For me, it was in the state that I saw it, I would give it like a 4 or 5, just because I wasn't really enjoying myself, because I was like, trying to, keep
Too
up
much
with
work.
too much work, and then too much weird shit happening, and then me not knowing, because I'm like, hang on, I gotta read the Italian, but I gotta see what's going on. I can't do both.
Well, I tend to think if it were real,
0
being
the Blair Witch.
Yes, 0.
I
have not seen the new one, and I never will, because why? I wasted my life seeing the original one.
That's
I
funny.
mean,
I give it a 1.
an interesting
Makes me
idea, but
dizzy.
the way it was done was like the film was terrible, the lighting was terrible, you could barely tell what the fuck was going on, the acting was terrible, it was all terrible. Just because people thought they were actually dead was the big everybody's oh my god. And I'm laughing at the end when she's like, Jack or whatever, she's looking for him, and I'm just cracking up. And then there's idiots in the theater that thought it was all for real. They're like, how dare you? These people are really dead. And we're like, shut up, you're dumb.
They're not really dead.
It's like, no, you want to see good horror? I'll show you good horror. This is not it.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan, because I got really dizzy, and I was like, I had to close my eyes a lot, because I'm like, hang on, can you stop shaking it so much? I'm getting dizzy. So half the time I spent half the movie closing my eyes, because it was like making me dizzy, and I'm like, I can't enjoy this. If I can't enjoy a movie because your cinematic is making me want to throw up, then you shouldn't be a filmmaker, aka Zombie Z or Z whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
World War Z?
Yes. That made me a
Yeah.
little dizzy too.
Is
I
that
was
the one
like,
with Brad Pitt?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
one. Okay. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
Same.
I was like,
Yeah.
can you not?
Mhm.
This is
It's like
bad camera angle.
you have one job as a photographer to hold the camera steady. That's your job.
Oh no.
So we can see what the fuck is going on. Anybody can just take a camera and go, act. I mean, my brother did that when he was like 5. We don't have any Academy Awards. Come on.
Yes, yes. It's almost as bad as your job being the boom mic, and then you have a
Yeah, yes, you see it in every scene.
hello,
Oh.
hello. It's like almost like
Hello.
a dick hitting your face. Like, oh, boom
Oh,
mic dick
oh,
hitting my face.
oh.
Oh. Terrible. But yes, terrible movies. Maybe we need to come back and do an episode of all the things we hate.
Yeah.
And then we could just rip on after a
Yes.
really shitty day at work, we just rip on all these terrible movies. That'd be
And
great.
then we'll get some trolls for sure.
Yeah, for
My
sure.
left big toe is better. Yeah, that's true. He stubbed his toe like pretty bad, and it's all like black and gross. And I'm like, oh, honey, you need to do something about that.
Oh my
It's finally
god.
starting to grow out. Yeah, but I'd be like, honey, get that away from me. Like,
The
no.
Blair that's more horrific than the Blair Witch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Truth. Peak tier horror right there compared to the Blair
Yes.
Witch. You're right.
Yes.
You're right about that.
Dead toenails. Ugh.
Ooh. Yeah. So
I just thought of another horror movie.
dead toenails.
Let's get writing.
Oh no. Anybody in the house want to be our producer? We got some dead toenails.
Some body horror
We
with a
promise.
foot fetish. Do you have
Yeah.
a foot fetish? You want to get over it? I got the movie for you.
God. Yes, please.
Cured.
Cured after this movie. And people need to be like, I had a foot fetish, and after watching this movie, I no longer have one. Thank you for curing me, Delight and Fright.
I never want to see feet again.
No, bad touch, bad touch. Yes, I think that'd be great. But yeah, the Blair Witch is a downer on this one, and so is probably whoever else sucks. I don't know. Stupid Zombie Nation, whatever the fuck, World War Z, camera angles.
Yes.
Any movie that has this as a camera angle,
Yes.
no, fuck yourself. No. Hire a better photography director of photography.
Director of photography, yeah.
Hire somebody better, please. Please, for all of our
Hire
sanity.
me. I can hold a camera steadier. Like.
Yes. I buy a tripod that goes on my tits, and that way it can
there
just
you go.
like hold. Yeah,
Oh.
it's nice and hefty.
It'll just like balance
Do
it
a
out
wave.
like a water, like buoys on a ship. Stabilizers.
Stabilizers. I got me my stabilizers. Ooh, we're ready to roll. Ready to shoot our movie. That shit will have better stability than the Blair Witch Project. I'll tell you that though.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Titty tripods, weird toenails. We got
Let's
it
start
all.
our Kickstarter.
Yes.
Titty tripod.
Titty tripods and weird toenails. Come on, man. Throw us the money. We got this. Oh man, what fun are we having tonight? So next week is gonna be a weird one. It's gonna be a weird one. So depending on me and Kat's availability to pre-record something on Sunday will determine if you guys get something new or something we will revisit, like some maybe camping horror stuff. So
did you want to maybe pick another one of these, or we'll just figure something out?
We can pick one. We can pick one for the following week. But then for this week, we'll have to surprise and delight our viewers. Ooh. And delight. But not the Blair Witch kind of surprise. That's a bad surprise.
No.
That's a C6 surprise. You guys aren't going to get that. You guys deserve better than that.
Yes.
So, all right. What 1 through... You know what? I'm feeling frisky. Let's do number 69.
Oh. I like that. I like it.
Let's see what's in number 69, since we're talking about fetishes, toenails, and all the wonderful things.
Death by Temptation.
Ooh.
1990, director and writer James Bond III.
What?
Yes.
What is this called again?
It's got Samuel L. Jackson. Yes.
Ooh.
As Minister Garth.
Ooh.
Says Death by Temptation has plenty of death by temptation too. In this case, the painful kind, where blood will shoot from your facial cavities.
What? Whoa.
For this, we thank a horny vampire named Temptress, who finds her prey at a local popular pickup joint and brings them home for sex and supper.
Ooh. So sex, vampires, that's definitely worth number 69 spot. They did that on purpose. Those little bastards.
I like it.
I see you, Fangoria. I see you making a 69 joke by putting some sexy shit on there.
Yeah.
And they're going to spew blood out of their mouths. Ooh, I like it.
Facial cavities. So nose, eyes, and mouth. All of the,
all of the above. Oh my god. It's free on Tubi. It is definitely free on Tubi, so we can definitely delight in that fright, if you know what I mean, because it's free on Tubi. Yes. Thank you, Tubi. Well, that concludes our magnificent episode tonight. Next week, like I said, we're going to throw you guys a mystery fireball. Ooh. And then the following week, I guess we're going to do this number 69 pick, The Death by Temptation with Samuel L. Jackson. And his earlier stuff in the 90s. So let's see how much he's evolved. I cannot wait to see. And it does have Cynthia Bond, Bill Nugg, Kadeem Hardison, I think, and James Bond III playing Joel. Ooh, this should be interesting. It's got a lot of interesting actors. Oh, and it does follow a succubus. Ooh, not just any. Oh, and it's a succubus that preys exclusively on black men. Not just any men, not white men, not Asian men, not Puerto Rican men.
She has a type.
Like she has a type, and apparently it's just black men. So this will be interesting. Yes. Let's see if my boy Samuel Jackson can free himself from the succubus.
Yes. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Stay tuned.
That bitch.
Yeah. Stay tuned, guys, for next week and the following week. So see you guys next time.
Bye.
Sayonara. Bye.
Hello, boils and ghouls. It's your old pal, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And I want to thank you for listening to Delight and Fright with your hosts, Luna and Cat, a podcast for outcasts.